Hi, welcome to a Witcher 3 Let's Play where if I die once, I shave my head. And we're going to be playing on the hardest difficulty. Previously on this Let's Play.
Got a nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners.
Oh, you're killing me. My ribs. It hurts to laugh.
They had me killing in Temeria's name and roasting in Nilfgaard's.
This is a different voice actor. I said it was safe, but I take back everything. I'm just gonna go around. Yes, get the child, not me. Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Death March, or I shaved my head off. No, my hair. So, I feel like I should offer some nuance to what I said earlier in the previous episode. Because I said, oh my god, I'm old and I don't have time and the COVID-19 lockdown is really bad. But I don't think that... Okay, I'll come back to it later. I don't think the lockdown is bad, but it's like I haven't seen a lot of people that I care very much about in a very long time. And that's because we're all in lockdown. And it by itself it's not bad. It prevents diseases, it prevents infections, and that's a good thing. But also the mental health aspect is really overlooked in my opinion. So I don't mean that social distancing is bad, but the implications it has are not good news either. And it's a fine line to walk, and I'm not sure if the priorities are always correct. But the problem with that is that no one knows if the priorities are correct. Okay, with that as the way, let's forget about all that for a little bit and look at some side quests.
What happened?
Monsters! Monsters from the swamp! Folk said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free. Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump. I went flying and the horse and cart rolled on. Then I heard bubbling, neighing, slurping. Something came out from the muck, devoured Asher, hooves and all. No doubt my goods are still on the cart, but I'm too afeard to go and see. Thought maybe you. I'm most concerned about a little box. Bring it to me, I beg you.
Fine, but give me all your money.
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box.
That's basically what I said. So, I heard there was a glitch that if you wait too long in a cutscene that it will switch to a death screen. If that happens, the run ends. So we're just gonna do the quest and give him the box because I don't want to put the run in jeopardy for a glitch or a stupid reason, so we're not going to be doing that. However, the first time I played on Death March, I meant to do Quen. I died to drowners because they can kill you in 3 hits, and I was taken off guard by that.
Carts riddled with arrows. Carts riddled with arrows. I should take a look around.
So we're just gonna do this. We're gonna take it slow. We're gonna play smart. Oh, okay. Not get overwhelmed. Do them one by one, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. It's very manageable if you kill them one by one, but if there are like 4 of them on you and you dodge in the wrong way, it's the end probably. Doesn't help that I can't find where to go either. Oh yeah, there's something red.
Must be that box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood.
So yeah, if you if you examine further, you'll find that he is a spy for the Temerian forces, which are outlawed, if I say that correctly. And yeah, that's not a problem in itself. So we're just gonna give him the box and be done with it.
And you find the box?
A little wet, but intact.
At last, fortune smiles my way. Yours as well, Witcher. Here, the gold I promised you. Happy trails now.
No problem, my friend. So now we're going to the herbalist. This is a good idea because she learns us how to make swallow, which increases our HP. It's a health potion basically, and we're gonna be needing that. So let's get right to it. But first, we're gonna plunder our whole garden. Okay, I'm sure she didn't notice that shit.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
How about a game of Gwent?
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. Whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Nilfgaard values one thing. Order. Griffin's disturbing that. It's gotta go.
Yes. First they'll tend to the monsters, then to the folk.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
You just know if Geralt got that chance, he's just going to smash. Okay. So, I forgot that you have to talk about the girl in order to get the side quest to make swallow. So, we're just gonna get the buckthorn and then we're gonna do it again. Hey, there we go. Okay, so now I see a side quest over there and I remember it being one of the most exciting and interesting and even dangerous side quests in the game. So wish me luck, we're gonna do it.
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived. Walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at me window, peering at the goings on. He must have run, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. I sees he ain't listening, just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. I was right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
Before dawn, Another rode up to the hut. But come on, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him. And me pan. 'Twere old, black with sort, not worth much, I suppose. But I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case.
Oh boy.
A corpse. Explains the stench. His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have. The priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
But what's
But
in
when
the
I
letters?
gab to myself, they say I'm going barmaid.
That happens every time you try to loot, because it's on the same button. You can light candles and ignite candles and extinguish them, but it's also the loot button. So that happens all the time, and it's going to happen all the time. Right, so I did not expect to live through this, but we did
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are
it.
past.
Same.
Soot's just what the gentleman needed. He scraped it off, made ink out of it.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.
So I remember the next part being pretty combat heavy, so you guys are in for a treat.
Anyone
Roach.
home?
Yeah.
Must be
Okay.
out hunting.
He's just knocking at Roach. Anyone know?
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Okay, so we're gonna use Gwen already. Just to be sure. We're not gonna die. I'm gonna save my hair this run. Oh, there he is. Here comes that boy.
You, Mislav?
Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village. I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
I wanna say no to be safe, but why not?
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now.
Since the war started, soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their Too late. Attacked another one.
Okay, let's get this shit done. Oh, they left it on. Eee. Nope. I did not mean to attack that one. Okay, I have to admit that damage is pretty okay. The damage they're doing to me. And Mislav is a beast, wow. Yeah. I'm just gonna spam him to death. Or Mislav takes care of it for me. I'm not complaining either way. Can you imagine standing over that body and like, ooh, I got a piece of bread.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... well, a long time ago.
Well, he's like dropping hit. He's like the guy on Facebook, like, oh, I had such a bad day, and then people are like, oh, what happened? And then they're like, I don't want to talk about it, so we're just gonna give him what he wants and ask what the hell is wrong.
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry.
Weirdo.
I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
You know what that means.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
What?
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases in the past. It's usually a simple curse that...
The Lord's son, Florian, and I... we loved each other. Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
Cool story, let's go. No, but like, they don't really go into much detail on LGBTQ stuff in this game, but maybe this is a hint that it's frowned upon. It's not cool.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians.
Yes.
Come.
Griffin, know anything about it?
Oh, not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No griffin can hear me nor spy me.
When he said that the first time, I thought he was so dead the first time I played this game. You know, every time you talk from your ego, you are a liability to yourself and others. Always be humble. Or die and suffer the consequences. Now, the best thing they could have done with this game is that followers match your speed when you run.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
That's cold.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Does he mean that he hopes I'm right that it's not the last? Because the griffins are dangerous, man. That's not nice. Okay. In all seriousness, let's get this stuff done.
Saturated with blood. Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them.
Loot? Loot. Oh, nice bread and orange. My favorite breakfast. Okay.
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably. What remains of it, at least. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male.
He just assumes that.
Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age.
Oh.
Thick shaft. Dense barbs. A royal griffin.
You know, I sometimes am so bummed out about myself that I still laugh about stuff that I should never ever laugh about when you're over the age of 12.
The male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area. Done all I could.
Ooh,
Should talk to
we're
Vesemir.
level up. Okay. So let's see how this works again. I'm gonna turn off the tutorials in the next episode. Stop! Oh. Yeah, here was the thingy for the levels. Okay, I promise I'll turn off the tutorials in the next episode because this is annoying. So, we're gonna fight the griffin soon. I guess that is a good time to end the episode, and then I'll see you guys in the next one.